I saw Den of Thieves 2 Pantera in the theater a little while ago, and I feel like I was high the entire movie. I can confirm, I was not high. I don't take any drugs outside of my prescribed medication, and I took my medication right before watching this movie, just so that I would be in a good mental state. Now, before I get into my experience with the movie, I do want to give a little bit of context of what was this movie even about. Den of Thieves 2 Pantera stars Gerard Butler as a sheriff who goes to Europe to track his old informant, who's played by O'Shea Jackson Jr., who's preparing for the biggest heist of his life. It's based on the Antwerp diamond heist, which is always a good idea. That is one of the heistiest heists to ever happen in real life. But first off, I couldn't understand more than half of the English dialogue. Fortunately, about 40% of the movie is in other languages and has subtitles. So I definitely recommend waiting until streaming to watch this movie so that you can have subtitles. Second, I couldn't follow any of the movie except for the actual heist, which lasts for about half an hour. Every time a character came back, I would think, I think I've seen this person before. Who are they? What were they doing? And every time a location would come back, I would think, I think I've seen this place before. But what was going on in that scene? I don't know. And that's partly because the plot doesn't really pick up until the midpoint. I think. I don't actually know what the plot was before the midpoint because, again, I just couldn't follow anything. I'm not trying to give a mean review or an unfairly bad review. I'm not even trying to give a bad review. I'm just absolutely baffled. Because usually, if you were to tell me I felt like I was high during this entire movie, I would say, oh my gosh, that's a great review. I really want to see that movie. But this movie wasn't a fever dream. It was a very grounded crime thriller. In fact, it's a little bit too grounded of a crime thriller. The style and the plot kind of disagree with each other. Without spoiling anything, a significant portion of the plot is about cameras, and a significant portion of the plot is about very precise timing. And I think playing with the medium of film would have really brought out that part of the plot. So despite this seemingly very bad review, I do want you to go watch the movie, so that you can tell me if it's just me. Like, was I just in the really wrong mindset while watching this movie? Or was this movie just baffling? I don't know. Please go watch the movie and tell me. Special thanks to these patrons for helping to fund my movie. You can get these videos a week early on Patreon at Movies and Heists. Follow me on YouTube, Bluesky, and Red Note for more heist movies.